Uh,
Dumbass.
well, it's time, boys, to jump into week 17 pick'em and a little bit of game breakdown since we have some extra time here as we're not doing any games of the week. We've got Jets Browns going on right now, and the Browns and elite Joe Flacco is
Whooping that
absolutely
ass.
they are destroying the Jets right now, and I love it.
And I was going to start off the week 0-1. Undefeated week, not this week.
Maybe a
Brees Hall's
completely
not doing very
defeated week.
well.
Well, starting off, we do have one Saturday game. It's Saturday night football prime time. We have got the Detroit Lions, who have just won the division for the first time in 30 years. They head into Dallas and take on the Cowboys, who just got beat down by the Dolphins. That was an ugly game, but the Cowboys at home are 5.5 point favorites.
Now, this is actually the Lions' first NFC North title ever,
This is their first. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
which is crazy to think about in their
First
history, but
division title in 30 years, but first North, yes.
it's hard to fathom.
Wait.
Uh, they were it used to be the NFC Central
Oh,
back when they won it last time, and the Buccaneers were in that division somehow.
yeah. The
Yeah,
NFL
And
wasn't even at some point the NFL before the Seahawks, the NFL wasn't even, and it just doesn't like compute in my brain. Like I was like, what?
it's
that doesn't make any
still
Seahawks
sense.
used to be in our division. Like we used to, yeah.
it's still really weird because the AFC West has Kansas City in it. Like we need to have an AFC Central. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
The Lion, the Lions boys and the Cowboys. Cowboys at home 5.5 point favorites. Coming off of the loss to the Dolphins, really none of us expect. Well, no, Sean did. Sean picked the Dolphins. Sean expected. Why did you think the Cowboys were going to lose to the Dolphins?
The Cowboys were playing in Miami, correct?
Yes, I believe that is
Yeah,
correct.
Cowboys can't play on the road.
That's
with the
fair.
NFC teams, you don't know what team you're gonna get when you show up on whatever day they're playing. Sunday usually. But
Well, this
But
one's on a
whatever
Saturday.
day.
football.
Is it Monday Night Football on Saturday night, or is it like Thursday Night Football on
It's Sunday
Saturday?
night football on Saturday night.
Is it?
I don't know.
I bet
Yeah,
it's
because there
Monday
is
Night
no
Football.
there's no Monday night football game this week, so that would
No,
make
it's
It's
Monday
sense
night
that
Monday Night
it's
football on
Football on
Saturday.
Saturday night. Let's go.
All right.
well. If
Well,
if we're ready to pick this one, you can pick it at any time because I believe it is Tybo that goes first.
uh, is it in Dallas?
It is in Dallas.
So I'll take the Cowboys.
Yeah, sticking with the Cowboys here.
Yeah, I think they get back on track as much as I want the Lions to play well, and I think they will, but I think it's probably going to be a touchdown that gets it done.
As much as I said this about the Cowboys, you don't know what team's gonna show up with the Lions either. Like the Lions have fumbled the bag in some stupid games too. So
Yeah, up until last week, they were on a skid streak there. I think 4 games in a row that they had 3 or 4 in a row that they had lost and had not played well. So maybe Dallas's defense gets it back in order the way they have been prior to the last couple losses. We'll jump to Sunday's game starting at noon. We've got the 49ers who will head into Washington, take on the Commies. At home, the Commies are 12.5 point dogs.
We got a new starting quarterback for the Commies in Jacoby Brissett.
That's right. Sam Howell, one of the better fantasy quarterbacks this year, was on a big skid the last 4 weeks, playing horribly, and then got benched in at halftime in the last game, and down. What was it, 27-0, 27-7, and Jacoby Brissett came back, scored 3 touchdowns, tried to get him in the game, but they just fell away at the end.
Yeah, that's what they do out there. I'm interested to see if they're going to clear house right away or what's going to happen with that situation over there as well. see what happens. Ron Rivera's maybe down in the NFL completely. See if
Should be.
Eric Bieniemy gets promoted or if he gets fired altogether.
It's not the enemy's fault. They have a terrible offensive line, and Sam Howell's too young and inexperienced and bad overall to deal with that. Jacoby Brissett being their starting quarterback, if anybody in relevant fantasy football games has scary Terry McLaurin, it's a good sign for you because Jacoby came in and just went to Terry McLaurin the other week or whatever happened with Sam Howell when he got benched in the game.
Yeah, Sam has had a bunch of turnovers this year, but the one thing that he did really well was be able to distribute. They've got so many great weapons at wide receiver on that team, and even if they've got two running backs as well for how bad that offensive line is. I still think Sam Howell was able to do a pretty decent job, given a lot of the troubles that he had with the offensive line, being able to distribute across the three main threats that they have there at wide receiver.
I don't know.
I don't think they'll move away
I
from
think a
him
lot
come
of
next year.
his points did come in garbage time moments. I don't know. Uh,
That defense is also pretty bad.
I don't
It's
know. I don't know
32nd in
who
the league.
internally they're like blaming, but I don't think it. I really don't think it's the enemy's fault. I
No, I don't think so either, and hopefully they're not. I don't think they are. It doesn't sound like they are, given what Bieniemy went through in Kansas City. I feel like if he was being blamed, he would be the first person that the media would be going after right now.
Not necessarily saying that he's being blamed, but if they bring in a new head coach, a la Bill Belichick, if he wants to keep him on staff or not.
bring in Bill.
Bringing in
Good,
Bill, baby.
Bill goes to the NFC. Bill
good.
Bill tries to show the world he can be a winning coach without Tom Brady.
Oh, he's
Made the
shown that he
Scully
can't so far.
YouTube short
He's gonna
series.
jump to the weaker division and win really boring football games with a really boring team.
The stories of Bill. Yeah, that Bill.
Bill.
Well, Tybo, go ahead and pick it. At home, the commies are 12.5 point dogs.
Who are they playing?
Niners. Jeez.
Niners. Shit. Niners. I'll take them. Yeah.
Yeah, Niners are coming off an embarrassing loss. Look for him to strike back big.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for some revenge there.
That game was funny.
Next game at noon, we've got the Cardinals who will take on the Eagles in Philly. At home, the Eagles are 11-point favorites. Kyler Murray has been sick. He's missed the last 2 days of practice. I'm hoping that he at least practices tomorrow, being Friday, so that he is ready because I'm going to need him for fantasy to make it to the championship in week 18.
I'm gonna go ahead and call this my bird battle of the week. It seems like a perfect time for it. Shane Steichen is coming back to face against the Eagles. Look for him to want to at least cover the spread against them. So it's going to be a pretty exciting matchup for him. Don't think much will happen from it, but look for him to at least try to cover that spread.
John, I think it's the only bird battle this
That's
week.
why it's my bird battle of the week.
Well, it's the bird battle of the week.
That's why I called it first, so it's mine.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I think the Eagles still have a lot left to prove. Their defense has been horrible. And if Kyler Murray is healthy, I think he can go out there and kind of grip it and rip it. Um, Cardinals defense is really, really bad, especially after giving up Justin Simmons for absolutely nothing. So expect them to give up probably quite a bit of points, but maybe go ahead and score as well because the Eagles defense is a shadow of its former self from last year. Tybo, would you like to pick it?
You gotta tell him every time, man.
I mean, aren't I supposed to go first?
Nobody has picked yet.
Oh, I thought
No,
John was pretty
nobody's.
clear. He had picked.
I
I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah, I was alluding at what you should pick. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Cardinals to cover.
Wow. I'm going to take the Eagles to cover here, and we'll go to our next game at noon. This one's going to be a snooze fest for sure. We've got the Falcons who will head into Chicago and take on the Bears. Bears at home, 3-point favorites in this one. Looks like Taylor Heineke is going to be the starter over Desmond Ritter. He was last week. He's finally back healthy. Should be the starter for this week as well.
You, hey, do you think Lamar Jackson should be the MVP?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't think any quarterback should be the MVP.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know.
Isn't Lamar Jackson the favorite right now? Doesn't
Lamar
Yeah,
everybody?
Jackson is currently the favorite.
A lot of people do think Lamar Jackson should be the MVP. Is that
I
correct?
don't know why, but yes. He's got worse numbers than Russell Wilson, who's getting
I was
benched.
gonna say Justin Fields has like almost identical stats to Lamar Jackson. Maybe like a few more interceptions or whatever, but like Justin Fields is playing as well as Lamar Jackson comparatively. Not record wise, but
And has missed
twice.
what he missed
three, 4 weeks.
4 weeks doing justice. Yeah, no
Yeah,
quarterback should be up for the MVP this year. Should be clearing away either Tyreek or CMC. No questions.
I swear to God, if it's Brock Purdy, I'm gonna be so mad.
It will never be Brock Purdy. But no, the Bears are finally looking to have some fun football to watch. That's making them really hard to decide if they want to keep Justin Fields and Matt Eberflus. Who knows what they're going to do? They have the chance to draft Caleb Williams because it looks like they're going to get that #1 pick. But will they do that and trade Justin Fields to somewhere else and let him just go? It's hard to tell because they are looking good. Their defense is actually looking really good right now as well.
Man, I don't know. If I'm the Bears, I probably keep Justin Fields. He's shown what he can do in a lot of moments. Um, and they have not surrounded him well, not necessarily with weapons, right? But that offensive line is bad. The coaching is bad. It's been bad. I think they've got more organizational problems than anything else. And if you get rid of Justin Fields and you bring in a guy like Caleb Williams or Drake May or whoever it is that you do want to bring in, I think the problems are just going to continue. Keep the guys there that you know are playing well, and let's clean house everywhere else. If you're the Bears, um, they're they're another poverty franchise.
Justin Fields will probably get hurt before they get it figured out. I think fans would like a refresh. Like I think it would be interesting. I think it would be something to shake it up. Let Justin Fields go somewhere else and prove them wrong or whatever, and get a little reset. But I'm actually going to pick the Falcons in this game, and I don't know why.
Well, this is remind me year is this year 3 for Justin Fields? Year 2,
Year 3, I
year 3.
believe.
So he's still got 1 year left on his contract plus the team option for year 5 because he was taken in the first round. Again, there's a lot of teams out there that are looking for a quarterback. I think he'd fit with a lot of schemes that are going on. Look at the Falcons; they definitely need a quarterback, and there's definitely some other teams out there that could go for him. Um, I think it'd be a big miss by the Bears to let go of him. Um, I think he's very talented and smart. We can see it in a lot of scenarios. For the fans, it sucks, but don't end up in a worse spot. Don't think the grass is always greener.
Yeah, and for that, Arthur Smith does not know how to coach a team as well or use his players
He
that the way
needs to
they
be
need to be
fired.
played. So go ahead and give me the Bears in this.
Yeah. If Taylor Heineke plays, which I'm assuming he will, I'm going to go ahead and take the Falcons just on that simple fact. Desmond Ritter is a horrible quarterback, and uh, Heineke can't always be trusted, but he's far and away better than Desmond Ritter will ever be. We'll get to a showdown at noon, guys. This is probably one of the better games of the week. We've got the Dolphins who will head into Baltimore, take on the Ravens, who are 3-point favorites at home.
Baltimore's feeling pretty good right now.
That they are. And the
Dolphins got to be feeling
Dolphins,
pretty good right now
I'm
too.
going to say the Dolphins just showed that they can actually beat a team that's over 500.
But they played a team that can't play on the road.
That they
Who
did.
also
They were
can't beat
also
teams
from
above
the
500.
NFC. The AFC is clearly better than the NFC.
Always has been.
Always will be.
I don't know about that, guys.
Uh, I Lamar with as not good of a passer as he is, still missing Mark Andrews, really only having Zay Flowers out there. They have absolutely no running backs outside of
OBJ.
Lamar.
OBJ.
OBJ
What?
has done nothing.
You're
What are you
gonna
talking
you're gonna
about, man?
sleep on Isaiah Likely like he's not like a fucking presence out
Oh
there?
no,
Like
dude, I like Isaiah. He's not Mark Andrews.
Yeah, he's Isaiah Likely.
he's Isaiah Likely and he's damn good.
He is damn good. What's this is year two in the league, so
Yeah.
he's got 2 more years left on his contract. Hopefully he can get himself out of Baltimore before that contract's up, get himself a number one tight end position somewhere else, so he can actually show the league what
He's
he's
getting plenty
capable
of
of.
playing time even when Mark Andrews is in. Like I
He's
feel
really
like
not. He's really not. He's got like maybe 40% of the snap share when Mark Andrews is healthy.
what is
He's
that
still getting
is that
touches.
bad for a backup tight end on an 11-3 team?
No, I mean
Like,
that's pretty good, but he can also be a tight end one and be a top five
oh,
tight end in this league.
look, I get that, but Mark Andrews has also got a lot of injury history, so I think he's playing quite a bit. He had big games last year. Like, I mean, he's already had a breakout game. Like, I feel like he's
No, he's definitely shown that he's got the ability and the skill set to be out there. I personally would like to see him play every game. I'd like to see him be the number one.
well, maybe Baltimore just needs to cycle through their guys because everybody on their team gets hurt.
Everyone. That staff is bad.
I don't.
That staff is
I don't.
bad.
I
Let's go
mean,
ahead and pick this one.
they're about to get the number one seed because I think they can win this game
By 3
by
or more.
3. I'm picking the Ravens.
Who? And you said it was in Baltimore?
In Baltimore.
In Baltimore. Oh, let's go ahead and go with the Dolphins. Surprised me here.
I mean, they just
Wow.
they just
Close
walloped
game.
the so-called best team in the NFC. Like, I think they carry this into the Dolphins game.
But they're playing an AFC team.
I know,
Big difference in competition there.
big difference. I get it.
I'm gonna take the Ravens here. I would have thought that had the Dolphins lost this past week to Dallas, they may be a little bit more up to the task. But given they just had a pretty big win, they're going to be beat up just as much as the Ravens probably are. I think this is going to be probably a low scoring, really close game. Next game, big spread here. We've got the New England Patriots who head into Buffalo, take on the Bills. Bills at home are 13-point favorites.
Trap game for the Bills. Fuck up game for the Bills.
The Bills still
Bill
have to win out
Belichick
to make the playoffs,
bounces.
right?
Bill Belichick bounces Bills out of the playoffs before they even start. I mean, this
Uh,
could be a situation like that because like the Bills are act like a NFC team sometimes, and they can really put out a shit show with Mister Turnover himself, Josh Allen.
What better way for Bill Belichick to leave New England than keeping the Bills out of the playoffs? One more time.
It'd be a beautiful thing. I swear to God.
it's definitely possible. I think they have to win one more game to get into the play, maybe two. Just because in the AFC South, you've got three teams that are at 8-7. You've also got the Raiders, who, if they win out,
Somebody
can
lost.
get to 9 wins and have the head to head over the Bills.
The Bengals lost to the Steelers, right? That's what happened this past week.
I believe that's correct. Let me take a look
So
here.
I think the
Yes,
Bills.
yeah,
I think the Bills are because the Browns and the Bills were over the bet. Oh my God, the Browns and the Bengals were over the Bills. The Bengals lost. The Bills are over the Bengals right now. So the Bengals and the Bills
Say
and the
that 5 times
Browns.
fast.
The Bills and the Browns would be making the playoffs right now.
That is
Fans.
correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Browns are at 10 wins, and they would be currently the number 5 seed.
Pick it up.
Tybo, go ahead and pick it.
When I'm gonna pick, we don't want to talk more about the game before we get
No,
to
this game
part.
sucks. The Patriots suck. They need to die. Bill needs to die. The Bills need to die. Just
What's the spread?
13.
13. Uh, talking up Bill Belichick. Give me the Patriots to cover.
I gotta go with Tybo there, man. Give me
Wow.
the
Let's
Pats.
go,
Wow, we
Sean.
are all
Let's
three
go.
taking the Pats.
What?
We are all three taking the Pats here, dude. I don't
Can I
believe in the
switch? Can
Bills.
I switch and go to the Bills?
No,
No, sir.
It's so lame.
you got the Bill.
Oh man.
Next game at noon, we've got the Saints who will head into Tampa and take on the Buccaneers at home. The Bucks are 2.5-point favorites.
It's the
Baker
reason why we
Mayfield.
are all like negative records, guys.
Baker Mayfield having a
Ugh.
sneaky good season. A lot of people discrediting him, uh, but realistically, having a good season, he has better stats than Lamar. He has better stats than Pat. He has the very close to
There's
the
better
same.
receivers than both of them too.
Well, that's true. But has just as good, if not a little bit better, stats than Russell Wilson, which goes to show that no quarterback should be in the MVP race. But Baker Mayfield having a sneaky good season should be up for a good size contract, if not from the Bucks, somebody else this upcoming season.
Good size contract.
35 plus.
Okay. I think that's bold. I don't think he gets that from anybody. But anybody who does give that to him is
That's just the quarterback. That's just
stupid.
the quarterback market as well at this point
Taking
in
a
time.
chance on a washed up QB. He better go to San Francisco, buddy.
That'd be a good spot for him to go.
That'd be a great spot for him to go. So the San Francisco 49ers still never win a Super Bowl in my lifetime.
Good save. Good save.
Good save.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like the Saints are much better. A decent defense there, but you got Derek Carr at quarterback, Jameis Winston. You're never going to win too many games with either one of those at the helm.
But it's going to be exciting if you put Jameis in. That's all I'm saying.
It
If
hasn't been.
Derek Carr is in, this is going to be the worst football game ever.
Well, when Jameis has played, it has not been exciting. I can tell you that.
But the
I can
chance
tell
of
you that.
350 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, you can't beat that.
Not with the Saints offense.
Let Jameis ride.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
Jameis ride.
Let Jameis ride. Sean's.
Whoa.
Weird.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa. You're taking it too far there, bud.
Whoa.
Take it easy.
Don't I always?
Just take it
Yeah,
easy.
You take it easy,
Just
my
take it
guy.
easy, bud.
You take it easy.
Well, what's your pick?
Ooh, boom. I'll go Bucks.
Oh, make it 2
make it 3.
picks.
Boring this week, boys. Got a boring game coming up here. Also in the noon hour, a lot of noon hour games this week. We've got the Panthers who will head into Jacksonville and take on the Jaguars, who at home.
That's typically where the most games are. At the noon hour
That's true.
every week.
For about every week so far,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Statistically,
Wow.
I think if you look at the data,
Who would have thought that?
that's what it would tell you. Where every week, most of the games they're on Sunday at noon.
Really?
What data is that?
The NFL schedule.
You want to
That
get me that
data.
data? You want to give me the percentage?
Nope.
All right then. Jags at home, 6.5 point favorites. Is Trevor Lawrence okay? Is he going to start in this game? Is he out injured? What's going on with him?
He should
He's
be after that hit he took last week. You see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
still photo?
I thought that was a I thought it was like a AI generated photo at first when I saw it. His face
everything's AI. We're in a simulation.
isn't Tybo's thoughts.
Whoa. The
What's happened to this Jaguars team? They started off super hot this year. They've been on
because
on a
they're not a
massive
good team,
halt.
regardless of the injury to Trevor, hoo ha, sunshine, aloha. I they're not a good team. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're
Trevor
not.
Lawrence is overrated.
Well, not even Travis
Christian
Etienne
Cook.
has been good.
Christian Kirk didn't deserve the contract that he got.
Calvin
Calvin
Ridley's
Ridley,
out of there this year.
is he? I don't know.
Yeah,
But okay. Well, he's a really good route runner, and I feel like he's a wasted talent on that team, because they're not good.
what's happened to Travis Etienne? I mean, he's been one of the best running backs in the league, at least fantasy wise. I know production wise as well, and he's had fallen off a cliff the last few weeks.
It's his club foot, man. He runs sideways. It's catching up to him.
Yeah.
He did not know he had a club foot.
Watch how he runs.
Tybo, you want to pick this one?
Who are the Jags even playing?
Panthers.
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 This
Ugh,
guy,
yes.
that's a fine.
2.5
It's like the
point
fourth time.
favorites.
Why?
Six and a
Why?
half.
Why is it a fine?
6.5. Holy
Six and a half
cow.
point favorites.
Yeah.
Hammer the Panthers.
If I pick the Panthers, are you guys all gonna pick the Panthers?
No.
We'll
I'll
find
go-
out, won't we?
I'll go Panthers.
Jaguars.
All right.
I'm also going to take the Jags in
Woo!
this game. We'll move on. Next game at noon, we've got the Rams who will head into New York and take on the Giants. At home, the Giants are 6 point dogs, and they have got
Gerard.
Tyrod Taylor
Gerard.
at the helm. No more Tommy DeVito.
Sucks, man. It sucks. It really sucks.
It's anti-Italian
Makes
discrimination.
me want to cry. However, Tyrod has a history of injury, so Tommy Cutlet, be ready. You drop of a hat. You need to go in. You get in there. Tommy, don't forget about Tommy Cutlet on the sideline.
He'll make an appearance somewhere in this game and lead him to victory. All right. Go Giants.
Who you taking, Tybo?
I said go Giants.
Okay,
Giants.
You got it. All right.
What was the spread?
6.
Saquon Barkley for MVP.
Who are they playing again?
The Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I'll also take the Rams. Next up, we've got the Raiders who will head into Indianapolis and take on the Colts at home. The Colts are 3.5 point favorites. After a horrendous week of what did Aiden O'Connell go? He went 0 for 16 in the second half versus the Chiefs.
Something really weird, but don't worry that he had the second-year running back Zamir White on his team that he can hand the ball off to.
Yeah, the Colts defense has been pretty good. They're still in the hunt for the playoffs, even without Anthony Richardson. Is Michael Pittman okay? Have we got any news on him? I have not.
Yeah, he cleared concussion protocol. He's fine.
Perfect. Good. All right. So they got Michael Pittman back after being brutally murdered on the field. What a dirty hit that was. Um, and then they've got Jonathan Taylor back as well, who had a good week last week.
Whoa,
Um,
whoa. I haven't been paying attention to the Colts.
yeah, this guy. Yeah, Zach Moss was out last week, so Jonathan Taylor back from the thumb surgery, I believe it was, and
Wow.
got himself a good game last week.
Yeah,
That's
let's see if the Raiders can follow up their fart and taint combo again this week with their defense. First ever in NFL history, by the way.
Yeah, back to back. That was pretty interesting. I did see that. Did you see that, Tybo, the fart and taint?
what are you talking about?
Raiders got the first fart and taint combo ever in NFL history.
Please explain. You just repeated yourself. What?
Fumble after return touchdown, right? Is that what the fart is? And then the taint is touchdown after interception.
Yeah.
Back-to-back plays.
Okay. I guess so. All right. Got it.
There you go.
Thanks for your enthusiasm.
You're welcome. I think I don't know.
That's what I appreciate about you so much. You bring that positive energy everywhere you go.
Nobody's ever said that about me.
Well, now you had one.
Sarcasm doesn't count, in my opinion.
Well, go ahead and pick this game, Tybo.
Uh,
Raiders Colts
Colts.
three.
Colts. I said Colts.
Oh shit. Go ahead and give me the Raiders.
Yeah, he's taking the Raiders. That's
I'm
right.
taking the Colts.
Give me a game, Sean.
Next up, one more game, final game here at noon. We've got the Titans who will head into Houston and take on the Texans, who are 5.5 point favorites at home. Do we know? We obviously know CJ Stroud has been cleared from concussion protocol. He will play in this game. Do we know about the Will Levis injury and will he play this game?
Billy Jeans
Billy Jeans is
is
been
is Will
spotted
Levis.
practicing. Don't know if he's
Spotted.
gonna play though. Just spotted. I'm gonna go with no.
Let's take a look here. He was a full participant in practice. It was only an ankle injury. All week he's been a full participant. So should expect Will Levis to play this week.
Willie Beans is not my lover. Cause I'm going with the other team. Cause they're just better.
Titans have been eliminated from playoffs, by the way.
They got nothing to lose except the health of their best running back.
He's probably done after this season, anyways. Hooked.
Cooked. He cooked on the books.
Hooked,
Derrick
hooked,
Henry,
hooked.
hooked. Tabo's taking the Texans. Sean, who do you got?
This is a rematch of the Oilers uniforms. I don't think they're doing the uniforms because the Texans clearly won those back last time. So go ahead and give me the Texans to win it
Nico
again.
Collins is healthy too, by the way. CJ Stroud, Nico coming back hot
Yeah.
at the beginning of the season. See if they can rekindle that flame. I think they do. But it doesn't matter in my fantasy leagues anymore. No fantasy football money coming to me.
I'll take the Texans in this one as well. I like CJ Stroud coming back, even with Tank Dell out for the season. We'll get to our only 305 game of week 17. We've got the Pittsburgh Steelers who will head into Seattle, take on the Seahawks, who are 3.5 point favorites at home.
We got old Mason Rudolph starting again.
Yep, Mason Rudolph is the starter.
Mason Rudolph versus Drew Lock, right?
No, Gino's back.
No, Gino is back this week.
Damn. That would have been a fun quarterback matchup, guys.
Not a fun one to watch.
Mason, what do you mean? Mason Rudolph
Put up numbers
George
last week.
Pickens. Yeah, George Pickens is the connection that everybody was.
Yeah, 86 yards after the catch, right? Yeah, yeah. All yards coming after the catch. Good job, George Pickens. Not that impressed by Mason Rudolph.
He got him the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, dude.
Fair.
if I had the balls to start George Pickens last week, I would be in one fantasy football championship.
but you don't, so you're not.
I didn't have the balls. I didn't. You're right.
Seahawks, I believe, still have a chance at making the playoffs here. They have not been eliminated. As of right now, they are in the hunt to make the. They're actually in the playoffs if the season was to end today. There would be three teams from the NFC West making it, which is not surprising because that NFC West runs the entire NFC. But the Seahawks have been able to come away with a big win in the trade, trading away Russell Wilson and keeping things moving along there. Pete Carroll showing that he is one of the premier coaches in the NFL, probably one of the better coaches in NFL history. Not a top coach, but one of the better coaches.
Pete Carroll's going to die on the sideline. He's
Oh,
never
for
going to
sure.
retire.
If the Steelers win this game, this will be the final nail in the coffin for this season. For me, um, that the AFC is better than the NFC, and that whatever team comes out of the AFC playoffs is going to win the Super Bowl, barring any like health injury to where like they're like a major player is like hurt going into the Super Bowl. Um, like I NFC, especially with the Ravens beating the 49ers just recently and how bad it was. Um, this would just like up and down, like the middle of the road teams, and the Steelers are even a little bit lower on in the standings than the Seahawks, if I'm not
Both eight
mistaken.
and seven
Oh, they're both 8. Well, I mean, never mind.
as far as
Um,
playoffs matters. Yeah.
yeah, Seahawks. Never mind. But yeah, this would be like AFC if the Steelers can pull it off. I don't know if they can, but
Well, go ahead and pick it. Who do you think's
am I
going to win?
picking them?
Go ahead.
Am I picking them? Am I picking
You're
the
picking
Steelers?
them.
What's the spread?
You're picking them.
3.5.
Yeah, I'll take no. Yeah, no. Steelers. Okay.
With that pick, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Seahawks.
I
Mike
am as
Tomlin does
well.
not get number 9 this week.
Not this week. We'll have to see if he can do it in week 18. The next game, it's at 3:25. It's the Bengals and Chiefs, which we have already talked about. Go check out that Chiefs podcast. Next up, we have got the Chargers and Broncos. It is also at 3:25. Broncos are at home and are 3.5 point favorites with Jared Stidham at the helm.
Start
Jared,
him.
this is the battle of the backups. Jared Stidham and
Studham or Stidham,
Studley,
however
Studley
you want
Ham.
to,
Studleyham.
however you
That's how
want to
you
put it.
said it. Yeah, this is going to be an awful game. Just blunder by the Broncos. They're not fully, are they fully out? They have not been yet eliminated from the playoff contention, but have basically just signified that they're done for the season.
They are not a serious organization.
Never happened.
Neither are the Chargers, though. So this isn't not the serious game of the week.
I was gonna say, it makes them a sneaky play. I feel like the Chargers are bad. Is Easton Stick still throwing the
Yep.
ball for him?
Yes, he is. They don't have any other quarterbacks.
Nice. That's what we like to see. Go Chiefs. AFC West, still the best division in football.
Yeah, good pick by you guys. Go ahead and pick it, Ibo. I don't want to talk about this game anymore.
Okay. Chargers?
Question mark?
Question mark.
I will notate that question mark. There you go.
Go ahead and give me the donkeys.
I'm also going to take the Broncos. We'll finish up with Sunday Night Football as there is no Monday Night Football. We've got the Packers, who've just suspended one of the best corners in the league, Jair Alexander, and they will head into Minnesota, take on the Vikings, who
What
have
did they
just
suspend him
benched.
for?
Uh, well,
he,
so
he
Jair,
made himself a captain.
they played the Panthers last week, and he was not a captain. He went out for the overtime coin flip. Is that correct?
No,
Uh, oh
beginning
no, it was
game
the
coin flip.
beginning of the game. He sent himself out for the coin flip at the beginning of the game without being named a captain, and then also deferred. Uh, just said we want the. He didn't even say defer. He said we want the
We went
defense on the field.
yeah.
He didn't say receive, defer,
And they
nothing.
suspended him.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
suspended him.
Did they let him? Oh my god! Did they let him play in that
Yeah, he
game?
played. He played in the game, and then after the game, he was asked by reporters what happened and if anybody had talked to him when he came over to the sideline. He said no, and then it was the next day, I believe it was Monday. They had no, sorry, Tuesday they had suspended him.
Interesting. I mean, no, oblivious to the situation. Had no idea. I was driving. That's why.
Yeah, it was a wild situation. I'm not surprised that he got. I'm somewhat surprised and yet still not surprised. I think if he would have not been so nonchalant about it in the post game question answer with reporters, he may not have been suspended by the team. But he was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I'm from Charlotte. I'm should have been a captain, and so I did whatever I wanted to do with no regard to anyone else."
Boneheaded play.
But they go into Minnesota and take on the Vikings, who have also benched Nick Mullins for who's the backup quarterback? The
What is it, Taryn Hall or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's
Yeah,
with the J, Jaren.
Jaron Hall?
Jaron
Yeah.
Hall. Last time Jaron was on the field, he was out there for what 4 plays and then received a concussion, and then was out.
Yikes.
So now they've benched Nick Mullins for Jaron Hall, and they are 1.5 point favorites at home.
How?
I don't know. Their
I mean,
defense is playing
Brian
a lot
Flores
better.
deserves a head coaching job again with the defense he's doing up there, but don't know how they're 1.5 point favorites.
I think maybe the line definitely switched after Jair's suspension. But and given that, and that you're also going to have to play against Jordan Addison and uh, Justin Jefferson, but no,
There
sorry, I
you
was trying
go.
to think of TJ Hawkinson, but there's no TJ Hawkinson. I think the lines have been flipping around on that quite a bit. Tybo, you want to pick this one? You got something to
Yeah,
add?
I was trying to figure out the health of the Packers offense. Because outside of that, I don't know. I would normally pick the Packers in this game, considering all that's happened to the Vikings.
They are 7-8, uh, are still in the playoff race.
And
Although with a
they're
loss this
normal.
week,
They're both 7-8. How about that?
definitely out. Christian Watson is probably the big name here. He didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, most
Jaden Reed
going to
says
be
he's
out.
playing.
Jaden Reed said,
I'm
"Oh, gotcha."
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Packers here. Justin Jefferson looked really frustrated last week. Body language, similar to the problem the Chiefs were having, was an issue. So I'm gonna stay strong in my pick with the Packers here because um, at least the weapons are exciting to me. I've been very vocal in my disdain for Jordan Love. I don't think he's it as a quarterback in the NFL, but let's go Pack, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Packers as well. Justin Jefferson is out of there after this year.
Is he? Oh
Justin
yeah, this is
Jefferson,
the this is the final game.
Justin Jefferson, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, all on the move this offseason. Let's go.
I wouldn't expect Justin Jefferson to necessarily be on the move. They'll still
NFL
have the
offseason
franchise
is
tag
the best
available.
TV. It's the best drama. Oh my god.
Um, I really wanted to take the
Who's
Packers,
who's
but
spending
I'm going to
money
be
this
different.
year? Who's gonna give away the Cleveland Brown contract of the offseason?
Give me the Vikings.
I agree.
Got to be a little different from you boys. Yeah, that'll be interesting. They're going to move on from Kirk. I would expect them to franchise tag Justin Jefferson and not let him walk away for free. It may be a franchise tag in trade, um, but I would expect them to not just let him walk away for absolutely nothing.
They ain't let Randy walk away.
A different time
Still the Vikings.
is still the
Still the
Vikings.
Vikings.
They may be that dumb.